Hello?
What's up?
Hey, Carl, what's up?
All right, folks, welcome to Group Chat episode number 40. We got a great show for you guys today. Halldor Helgason is going to be calling in talking Creamfest. We're going to do some trivia. We're going to do some turbo takes. We got Max Warbs calling in to talk about Brainbowl. Should be a really fun one. In studio to my right, we got Sam Taxwood. We got Dixon and Silk on production. We got Norm, a.k.a. Alexander Scoff, over in Raymer's Corner. And Katie Kennedy in studio. Summer's hitting. How we feeling, guys? Is winter officially over? Sam?
Yeah, it's been over.
It's over? Okay.
It was like 90 degrees about 2 weeks ago, so
Yeah.
we'll call it over.
How we feeling about that, Katie?
Yeah, it was an okay winter to end. So ready for the next one. Ready for summer sports.
I love that. Norm?
It was fun, though, when getting all slushy in the springtime. Didn't mind it.
Are you done or are you going to keep going?
Probably keep boarding a little bit here and
Yeah.
there, but yeah.
Little Cab 2 Preds?
Where are you
Something
going,
like that.
Mammy?
Yeah.
Probably like maybe Hood this summer, but
Nice.
nothing too soon.
Copy that.
I love that. We're going to jump right into Nitro Turbo Takes. Here we go. Silk, do you have the Turbo Takes?
I don't have those.
Oh, you got to hand these to Silk.
These questions are submitted by Canoe.
Maybe me and Dixon will go back and forth.
Snowboard products, boards, boots, and bindings for over 34 years, and has one simple mission: to inspire people to get out and go snowboarding and support their local and global community by supporting the shops, the organizations, and the people who are dedicating their lives to this.
Nice, Canute. Do you guys know Canute?
I was going to ask if you were going to
No
ask
idea.
them.
You don't know him?
No.
I was going to ask if you were going to ask.
Yeah.
Katie, do you know him?
Yeah, I talked to him on a Google Meet once a year for about 4 hours.
Yeah, how is that when you talk to him?
Is it a video?
Yeah, what Google
Yeah.
Meet is
Video?
this? What?
We just talk about what Nitro's got going
How much
on.
of his
and
how much of the screen does his forehead take up?
Jesus.
No, it's great. I can't wait. The summer falls when I talk to all the Canutes out there, and looking forward to it.
Should we hijack this for a sec real quick and talk about a big announcement from Norm?
Yeah.
New board sponsor? Nitro?
Yeah. Got this board right here. That guy's board. Little Sam Taxwood board.
Shout out.
Yeah.
How's it Cab 2 Pratt? So can you do it on that?
No Cab 2 Prets yet, but
It's probably the
definitely
board.
some Cab 2s. Yeah. Well,
We were rocking the same bindings, too. Nice.
yeah, they're good. I was just in Finland with them, so it was a good time.
How'd you get on?
Bob was chirping at me on a
Bob.
trip a little bit and sent some boards out, and yeah, tried them out, and they were a good time. And then was up in Norway for some like work stuff and saw Canute, and we talked a bit. So yeah.
Cool. Love it. It's
Sick.
exciting news. All right,
Welcome, Norm. Welcome.
yeah, we're going to talk about it a little bit later in the show, but big news. Silk, fire off these turbo takes. What do we got?
Okay, here we go. First questions for everybody. Who is your favorite active snowboarder right now?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
That's a big question.
Yeah. And you have to pick one. No, like listing off all your
I'm
friends.
going to go with Tommy, Gesme.
I'm gonna second that.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
You can't steal my answer, bro. You got to come up with something original.
Yeah, you gotta come up with something original. We just made the rules.
I feel like Gesme is the answer though.
He's
the
doubling
guy.
down. Chris, maybe you have to change yours.
Okay.
My favorite active snowboarder?
Yeah.
Someone that's actively
Actively active.
okay. Well, Henna is when I watched her in the Uninvited, that got me really hyped.
Yeah, she is active. True.
Yeah, I like pretty much all active snowboarders, though. They all inspire me some way or another.
Katie's kind of taking a cop
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's a full.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard a soft answer like
Yeah,
Henna, but
yeah.
good.
Sneak, so you got it.
Not a period.
I'm going with Peter Shav. He's up and coming out of Europe. He's on Vans and I think K2. Yeah, keep an eye out. He's
Love
like
it.
6'4" and
Is He got
a
good
beast.
style.
Yeah, super good style.
All right, if you're taking Gesme, I'll do a quick audible. Right now, this can change on a daily, hour-by-hour basis, but at this current moment, I'm going to go Austin Viz. I'm changing Austin Viz.
Ooh.
All right, you guys go ahead.
cool.
Dixon, you got to get in there.
Dixon,
You say Luke Winkleman.
Oh, yes.
Who else is it gonna be?
Big Winkleman guy.
Come on.
Am I answering?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna go Cooper Whittier right now.
Oh, solid.
Okay.
Good answer.
Next question. This one's for Katie. How should pro or aspiring pro snowboarders use social media? Hard hitting question from Canute.
Classic Canute.
Yeah,
Always
classic,
asking me
yeah.
the hard ones.
Yeah.
Super chill.
How should they use social media?
Yeah.
Not often.
Really? You like the Misty.
It's
Or
new
I don't
gen.
know, just don't make it such a big priority. However, just use it as a place to collect your your post your clips. I don't know.
Post your clips. Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
Some incredible
All
advice.
right. Katie's answered locked in. Post your clips. Okay.
Yep, yeah,
Sam.
clips.
Sam, next question. Can you explain the vibes of Locks to anyone who has never been there before?
Wow. Yeah, Locks is one of the more special places you can spend time as a snowboarder, I'd say. It's a very glorified scene, I would say. The half pipe is right at the bottom of the bar, at the top of the mountain. And the park also is adjacent to that, and everyone kind of hangs out at this cafe, and it's a whole thing up there. If you get the opportunity to go check it out, you should.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a dream. All right, Norm. How many flips did you do in Finland? And after all those flips, are you more hyped on flipping or 50-50s going into this next season?
Great question.
Incredible question, Knut.
I think it's a time of year thing, like springtime. So if I can just chuck a couple flips, but
How many we clocked?
I don't know.
At least 4.
At least
From
4?
the Instagram
Yeah,
clip.
Yeah.
at least 4,
Yeah.
but
Dixon
definitely more.
remembers your Instagram clip.
Yeah,
At least 4.
it was a good time. It was just slushy, so. thousands
You
of
have,
flips.
so you have
So
to
didn't
answer the
your-
question,
didn't
though.
your
Flips
number
or
there,
50-50s?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
50-50s.
50. Okay, still on
If
50s. Yeah.
if we're picking one,
Yeah.
50-50.
Sure. I understand. Okay. This is for everybody. What's the best trend in snowboarding right now?
I'm going to jump in there.
Okay.
I'm going to say spring events, the ones
Yeah.
that are happening right now. There's so many kind of, I hate to use the word grassroots, but these
Yep, go for
kind
it.
of for the people, by the people. You know, you see Brainbowl, they're shoveling and building all this stuff. You got the 420 event. You got Triple Plank. You got Airtime Classic. You know, there's so many rad spring events that are just like for the people, by the people.
That's a good answer.
Thank you.
What do you
Low
think? Anyone
budget.
else going to have a better answer than
No,
Chris?
no one's going to have a good answer.
I
They're
mean,
all
he-
still trying to
His
think
answer
of
was
an
kind of all of them.
Yeah,
all
his
of the
answer was
competition,
actually
so
all of the answers.
every competition.
To piggyback on the events, I think that R&D and like the women's backcountry is a pretty cool trend happening because it hasn't really been like put together like that. And we get to meet a lot of people that are usually in the woods alone, so that's cool. I think that's a good trend.
Hell yeah.
We back that.
I mean, just like, I guess, piggybacking a third time.
boy. Oh, boy.
Anything the
Yo.
homies do, anything like is sick if it's like, grassroots or whatever, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, if your homies are making shit, like, it's probably going to be sick. Like, I don't know. I'm just down for
shout
that.
out Nerve Goggles.
Yeah, it's
Nerve
about to say,
goggles,
making a goggle
Dan
company.
Boobaloo hoodie, paid programming, like any homies making shit is going to be dope.
Sam, is there any chance you're going to answer this without piggybacking? What do we think?
Well, Norm kind of just segued into what I was going to say, but all
To
the small
piggyback
brands
off
that
of Norm.
are finding a space in the industry, I think, is really huge. Not only for the industry itself, but for the people that are behind these brands, projects, and just the community, not some big corporation, I guess, is cool to just see that fluctuation in the way things are moving right now.
Sick.
Fuck yes.
That was different enough to not be a piggyback.
I like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Good
Thanks-
job.
thanks,
Good
guys.
job. I'm backing Sam's answer. Okay, next question for Katie. How important is it for snowboarding culture that brands still do pro model graphics? Classic Canute question for Katie.
Yeah, I think it's important to have like riders have influence on graphics, mainly because like that will attract like hopefully the consumer that like likes the rider. And I think that having diverse graphics is good for snowboarding as well. Each like snowboarder has their own taste, and that will just expand like hopefully the pool of people that like snowboarding. And it's also just like a nice nod to the riders in general, like, hey, you deserve this, and we want to like support your vision in snowboarding, and what you ride is a huge part of that. So I think that should continue to happen. And yeah, it just makes their line a little bit more unique compared to if they're all the same style, same graphic designer, things like that.
Nice. All right, this one's for Norm. Kind of a multi-part question here. It's a big one. Why did you start Garage Mag? And second question, why are snowboarding magazines still important today?
Well, I started Garage Mag just to have like a place for my homies to like exist, just because like we were at a time when, you know, maybe we were young enough where we weren't like always getting in the other magazines, but we always had like photos and stories to tell. So it was like, all right, let's just have a place for that. And then it worked out, which is nice. And then I don't know, snowboard magazines are just important because like I feel like as a sentimental aspect, like we all grew up reading them and they're important to us. So it's like important to preserve that, but also like it is a place to tell, like it's an additional place to tell stories. Like we have the videos and, you know, podcasts and whatever, but like having the magazines like just nice. It is just like a nice place to like open it up and see a photo and whatever.
Perfect. This one's for Sam. After years of contests, video parts, and snowboarding through many different phases of your life, what is currently your favorite thing about snowboarding?
Classic Canute.
Nice one, Kenny.
I think, yeah, there's a place for all of it, but yeah, I tend to just find myself wanting to be more a part of these longer format projects, and kind of putting a bigger emphasis on like, yeah, the video part or filming clips. It's comparable to like someone making an album versus just like dropping a song on the internet or something. So, yeah, I think me and a lot of the people that I look up to and spend time with, yeah, I've just really like tried to sink our teeth into video projects.
Well said, Sam.
Yeah, excellent. This one's for Chris. Who has your favorite back lip ever?
Oof. Maybe I'll just throw a few out and then I'll figure it out my final answer. But
Okay.
I always say Mark Wilson is one of the more underrated back lips. The way he like ollies up over the rail really tall and then puts it in. Luif has a really surgical back lip. The way
Excellent adjective.
he's able to, you know, get his nose down and put it through kinks. Who am I forgetting? Norm?
Phipps has a good one.
Yep.
Dylan Okarowski has a great back
Yep.
lip.
I mean, Jed has some
Yeah, didn't say
classics.
Jed. Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's some I'm gonna think. I mean, like if you go OGs, like JP was an early influence on my back lip. He was kind of the JP and Bozung were the first two to really have really elite back lips, I think. But if I'm gonna go kind of more nuanced, I'll probably say Mark Wilson.
Mark Wilson. Nice.
Shout out.
All right, this is the last question. It's for everybody. In your opinion, are airbags a positive evolution for snowboarding?
I'll jump in there. Sure, I think they're great. You learn tricks, land on your head. I think progression is great. I think it's a good place to learn. I don't think airbag is just a tool to learn tricks. It's maybe the mentality of the snowboarder that would make it bad, or the coach that pushes you too hard, that makes you lose the love for snowboarding and make it a little less pure. But the airbag in itself is a fantastic tool.
Yeah, I only hit the roller ramps so far. So I think airbags are awesome. Progression is awesome. I think it's important to like not skip steps. Like maybe make sure you can do proper 360s on snow before chucking a double. But I mean, the reality is like that might be our only big jumps of the summer. Pretty soon, we might just have to train on airbags if we can't find snow anywhere. So
That's a good take.
but yeah, I think I'm bummed I haven't been hitting an airbag my whole life.
Sammy?
I think they're great. I also have a hard time. Like, I just think it's not the easiest thing for some people to go and find one, I guess. So if you do have access, cool. And kind of what Katie said too, maybe figure out a little more board control before you're just on the bristles chucking triples, you know? I think, you just sometimes see people in contests who maybe look like they're not sure how to turn really. They're more just like scrubbing speed instead of like turning. But obviously, like most of the best riders out there in the contest have the good board control. But yeah.
Maybe like an unsatisfying answer, and I don't think it really matters either way. Like if you're down, sure, hit it. That's fine. If you're not, like, I don't know. I'm not going to look at you different if you are pro or against airbag. Like if it works for you, sure.
All right, guys. I love Bubs Naturals. Use their products daily. They've been a longtime supporter of the show and of snowboarding in general. And they just launched creatine monohydrate. Now, what's this good for, you ask? Well, it's great for more energy. It's great for muscle recovery. It's great for cognitive function. And it's great for lean muscle growth. All good things if you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. However, a lot of the other creatine products on the market are very impure. In fact, 50% of the products on the market did not pass the standards set by the EFSA. So if you get yourself some Bubs, you're getting that good. It's that pure. Bubs is sourced from the most trusted creatine manufacturer, made in Germany with strict standards. There's no hype, no fillers, just pure creatine monohydrate, the gold standard for strength, endurance, and recovery. And the founder is a snowboarder. So if you're a snowboarder, you want to support snowboarders, head on over to bubsnaturals.com. That's BUBS naturals.com. Use promo code BOMBHOLE and you'll get 20% off your order. All right, people, we're talking Yeti Rambler food jars, okay? They keep the hot stuff hot and the cold stuff cold. You're eating some oatmeal? You want to keep it warm all day? Get yourself a Yeti Rambler food jar. Oh, you want to do overnight oats and you want to keep them cold all day? Also, do a Yeti Rambler food jar. They come in size 8 ounce, 16 ounce, and new whopping 24 ounce food jars. They're great for all occasions. They got the double vacuum insulation that holds the temps in there. 100% leak proof mag vent allows you to throw it in your bag without worry. So go to Yeti.com. Get yourself a Rambler food jar. You'll be happy you did it. All right, we're going to keep this show moving. We have a call from Halldor Helgason. How we doing, Halldor? How you feeling, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Chilling back home in Iceland now with the family. So, yeah, can't complain.
Creamfest, smashing success. Congrats on putting on a great event. I guess the first question I have with all the carnage, were there any injuries?
Creamfest injuries. There were 2 injuries, actually. And it was Ulrich Baditzer, of course. He got injured in the spa while hit his shin on the end of the spa, and he was out for the rest of the Creamfest. And then the second one was Ake when it was cleaning up the trash from the hockey rink. He got a pink eye afterwards.
Nothing snowboard related.
God,
no.
Pink eye.
I couldn't believe it, man.
Pink eye is like perfect. That's like the best injury you could possibly get at Creamfest.
It was so perfect because we were joking about the pink eye the whole time after we saw how much shit was in there. And he actually ended up getting it. It was so sick.
All right, I have a follow-up question. It looked like you guys were having a good time throwing back some beverages. Can you give us a rough quantity of how much alcohol was consumed during Creamfest?
Good question.
I actually have a pretty exact number on it because we got hooked up from my local brewery. We had 500 road beers for the 5-hour drive with 30 people.
500 beers?
It's just for the drive. For a drive.
Oh my God.
And then we had another 2,000 something beers for the event. So it was always, you just had to look around. You could always.
2,500 beers.
We're at 2,500 of the beers. Yep. Solid.
Yeah, and then 50 liters of vodka.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Oh dear Lord.
Man.
Those aren't
was
rookie
so good.
numbers.
No, those are veteran
Those are
numbers.
real
numbers.
No,
Those are not
man.
rookie numbers. No.
No, I've done the cream week so many times. I roughly know what I'm doing now with the amount that we need.
Yeah,
And it was pretty perfect, man. It was pretty perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're putting down that many beers. All of a sudden, the loop ain't looking so bad.
It kind
after you, right?
straightens out. You can get liver poisoning from taking a deep breath over there.
Fridgezilla's looking a little bit more appetizing when you got 2 vodka sodas in your belly.
It really helps, man. It really helps.
Loop starts looking like a flat bar. Going to backflip. Go to backflip the loop.
Dude, I think the thing that's so fucking beautiful is like in this world of snowboarding, you know, there's some like events are like we're very serious and we're like gonna do the best tricks and like we are athletes. And then there's like Creamfest, which is like we're not going to the mountains. We're actually going to the side of a hockey rink on a muddy hill. We're gonna fly all these elite snowboarders to Iceland. We're gonna get 2,500 beers and we're gonna snowboard on garbage. And it's the best footage of the year.
Thank you, and I really appreciate it. And that was, I kind of wanted to just bring the people to the original way that we used to do it as well and see what would happen. And it worked out perfect, man. It was so good. I couldn't believe it, actually.
Yeah, let's talk. If you had to pick top 3 moments from Creamfest, what do you got?
Ooh, top 3 moments. It would have to be Martin Kickass when he tried the loop and he got the loop had moved, so his nose went straight under it and completely stopped. So it must have been the nastiest feeling. You're thinking you're about to take a loop and then boom, he stopped completely.
I would say just real quick, that's in the running for clip of the year without a doubt. That's top 3 for me, favorite clips of the entire winter. So nice work on that.
Yeah, man, I didn't do anything. It was Martin. He hooked it up. It's for sure one of my favorite clips as well. It's so sick. But yeah, then number 2, I would have to say Dylan Hendrickson when he was dropping in on the hay bag jump after the 4-wheeler. Kept like switching around, had no idea what was going on, and went just completely upside down. First, he face tracked the hay bag and he actually stomped it. And then the second hit, he just went completely upside down, straight on his back. And it was such a beautiful moment for me because it was like heavy, like black metal and death metal, like playing in the background and just watching that go down. I was like, damn, that's exactly what I wanted to see on this thing.
And that's your family farm, correct?
Yeah, that's our farm where me and Aki and where we grew up.
Hell yeah! All right, 3rd moment. What you got?
That's gonna have to be the Fritzilla takedowns. Nick Punter and Lolo, they really killed it. It was the exact same takedown at both times as well. Like nobody thought about fixing it. Oh,
It's incredible when the highlighted 3 moments are just horrific bails, all-time bails.
Oh yeah, true, man. I didn't even think about that.
We haven't even discussed the make. We haven't no one's talking about who made the loop. Nobody's talking about who made it to the end. We're talking about carnage.
No. Yeah, man. That's what I love to see, and it was so fun, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, the 4-wheeler tow-in looked completely hectic as well. Like people are getting pelted with mud. Yeah, all time.
Yeah.
Not a hill in sight. We got some hay bales. We got a little bit of snow,
or even goggles. You would think getting towed behind a muddy foil. You're like, maybe let me put some eye protection on.
Yeah, it's probably gonna.
No, that would have been cheating, man.
You could inspire a bunch of new type of riding out there. Just bring some snow to your farm.
Yeah. No hill, no problem.
It's funny. Yeah, I wanted to show, you need nothing to make so many, like, you can make so much good stuff happen with nothing, man. It's a tiny hill.
You could go viral at a garbage
you can do it
pit.
everywhere.
You can get pink eye anywhere.
And all the features are free. It was just from the junkyard as well.
True.
Are you going to keep those features? Like, do they just stay on the farm until the next event, or fresh junkyard features?
Fresh trash.
We always do fresh junkyard. Yeah, we do like 3-4 rounds to the junkyard every year, and then we get the fresh stuff. Yeah, because then it's different every time because you never know what the junkyard has as well. So you just have to figure it out.
Does your family live on the farm still?
Yeah, they live there.
Okay, what are your parents? What are your parents thinking when you go look out the door?
Fuck, they've been watching this their entire life. They're so hyped.
They're like, oh, there they go again. Have a good day, boys.
So used to it.
We love you guys.
Yeah, just with even more people like us, it was sick, man.
Fuck yeah. This needs to be an Olympic event. This needs to be Creamfest needs to be an Olympic event.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. I think we can make it happen.
It'd be so sick.
It's gonna be way harder to qualify for Creamfest than the Olympics. I'm gonna make sure of that.
500 beers.
You have the minimum blood alcohol level to compete.
Yeah.
You have to blow into a breathalyzer and be like 3 sheets to the wind in order to strap in.
Oh my God. Yes, that's perfect. But it was so funny, man. Even like with the 4-wheeler and everything, it all just randomly happened because I like got re-winch to ship a winch, and then that didn't show up on time. So like, fuck, let's see what we do. And then my dad has the 4-wheeler at the farm, so it's like, all right, that's gonna be perfect. And it all just like randomly worked out like it always did at Cream Week as well. We like never had any plans for it, just like go with the flow, and yeah. It was super nice.
Yeah, you get that much alcohol too,
Yeah.
You know there's gonna be some hijinks, 100%.
I think the 4-wheeler also just added so much cinematic value compared to the winch. I would say.
Good point.
You know,
good point.
Man,
splash zone behind the
afterwards,
4-wheeler.
yeah. Man, it was so much sicker to be honest in the end. But yeah, it always works out. But now I have the winch at least, so I'm pretty hyped to have it at least.
Oh yeah, just go back to all those piece of shit Iceland spots over and over again. All right. Halldor, it's been a pleasure chatting. Thanks for your contribution to Snowboarding with Creamfest. Arguably the event of the year, at least for me, from a spectator standpoint. Really enjoyed everything I saw. Kind of just like had that yes moment when you're watching it. You're just like, yes, this is what it's about. So good job.
Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. Hell yeah.
Okay, enjoy.
Much love to you guys.
Enjoy your off season.
Thank you, Halldor.
Much love, Halldor. I'll talk to you.
Thank you. You too.
boss.
Peace.
Have
Later.
fun.
Peace.
Later.
See ya. That's Halldor Helgason, everybody.
Wow.
Great chat.
Legend.
So
Yeah.
Literal
Incredible.
legend.
Pink eye,
Yeah.
sauna injury, 2,500 beers. Fucking legendary.
What else do you need?
50 liters of water.
50 liters.
The 500 road beers for the drive.
Yeah. It's just for the 5-hour drive. 100 beers an hour.
Yeah, I don't know if I should go to Creamfest. I would
Might
do
never
really
come
well.
back. Yeah.
Can we send Squid there next year?
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
like the
some
perfect event.
boots on the ground reporting.
Yeah. All right, let's keep this show rolling, gang. We have a new jingle for trivia. Really excited about that. We're gonna get into trivia. Here we go. Welcome to Bomb Hole Trivia.
Saddle up.
You're fired.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, are you guys ready for trivia?
They're not. They need their buzzers. They should be behind,
behind your-
yours.
Right behind your head, you got a green one, Katie.
Yep, there we go.
Red,
Oh,
blue.
crap.
There we go. Good work, everybody.
Silk, talk us through the rules here.
Well, Chris is going to be reading questions. If you would like to answer, you have to buzz. First person to buzz gets to answer. You can buzz before he's done reading the question. If you're feeling super confident, he's going to do his best to stop reading when you buzz. So you better be confident when you do buzz. If you get it wrong, we will shame you. And winner gets this. Not this one. He's holding
This one right
he has
here.
that one. Yeah, this one's mine.
Sam, do you have one of these?
I don't know.
I thought you won one of
He
these.
probably won and
It's in his
threw it-
Bombwell
yeah, he-
merch
he
box.
threw it away.
Yeah, it's like it's at the local
We'll see it,
Savers.
we're going to see it at Creamfest.
Yeah, it actually is at Creamfest.
Yeah.
All right, we have this is new. We're excited. We have some ominous music for the
Yeah, we're
background.
hoping to add some tension here.
All right.
And me and Dixon will be keeping our eyes on your buzzers.
All right, there's a lot at stake here, guys. Are you guys ready for trivia?
Yeah.
I've been training for
You
this.
seem very
Okay.
excited. You seem ready.
Question number 1. What pro rider for Burton hosts a spring bank slalom?
I was thinking Sam as well.
Nickel bang.
That's correct.
Okay, he's on the board.
Sam Taxwood takes the lead. Question number 2. Name one of the 2 riders that frontside board slid the infamous Red Ledge in Quebec City the same year.
Oh, wow, they're puzzled.
One's French-Canadian, one's American.
Our first hint is dropped.
There's really nothing at stake if you buzz and get it wrong.
Katie?
Jed Anderson?
Incorrect. He's not French-Canadian or American, so
A good guess, though.
I was
it is
just
solid
going.
guess. Solid guess.
LeWiff?
Correct.
That's
I
correct.
was going to say Louis.
Okay, Norm.
Norm's on the board.
Norm's on the board.
This one's all you, Katie.
Okay. What skier cased the iconic?
Sam.
Tanner Hall.
Yes.
He's on the board. Or he's already on the board.
Shout
That's
out.
two.
Shout out, Tanner.
The iconic Chad's Gap and broke both of their ankles.
Yeah.
Tanner Hall. Okay. Taxwood takes the lead. Next question. What female snowboarder is the most decorated snowboarder in Olympic
That was Taxwood.
history?
Zoe.
That's correct.
Wow.
Bonus question. How many Olympic medals does she have?
Norm?
Or?
Oh, he's looking for his buzzer. Hold on. Katie, would you like to take it?
6.
Okay, Sam?
Sam.
3.
11.
You guys were so close.
You're
You
all
had
around
it.
it.
You had it cornered.
2.
Nope.
5.
There it is.
Technically, are we going to give it to Norm?
No, I don't know
Not
if like
really.
our
Nobody-
registered-
nobody gets
Nobody
that.
gets that.
Nobody gets that.
Okay.
We just
Yeah.
counted all the numbers.
We were looking for a buzzer.
All right. Hand on the buzzer, King.
Yep.
Focus up.
What was the name of Jed Anderson's pro model board with Solomon? Bonus hint, I shared this model board with him.
Salamander.
Correct.
Wow.
I'm answering these all right in my head.
Yeah.
But
Kind of running away with
Sure.
this.
Taxwood is taking a commanding
Yeah.
lead.
it's got stiff competition over here.
It's anybody's game.
Okay. What legendary snowboarder was named Adventurer of the Year by National Geographic?
Norm?
Norm, yes.
Jeremy Jones, maybe?
That's correct.
Wow.
Norm
Norm
There we
has
go.
Norm has
Fighting his
2.
way back.
Taxwood has 4. Katie, we're still looking for you to get on the board.
Katie, I need you to lock
gonna
in
need
for
you to
this
answer
one.
out
I need you
loud
to
on this
lock in
next
for this one. What is the name of the town Loon Mountain is located in?
Taxwood.
I fucked up. I shouldn't have buzzed.
Lincoln, New Hampshire.
There we go.
She's on the board.
Katie's on the board.
Anybody's game here.
All right.
Potentially, I don't know how many questions there are.
Okay, next question.
Look at their faces. They're
Sage
so focused.
Kotzenberg once founded a snowboard company. What was the name of that board brand?
Katie.
APO?
Taxwood.
Anthem.
That's correct.
Oh boy.
Taxwood is
Taxwood
dominating.
I'm just gonna
Officially has 5
beep
points.
everything now and just
I like that. There's nothing to lose.
At the 2010 Vancouver Olympics, what Australian female won gold medal?
Tori Bright.
That's correct.
Oh boy.
All
Any
right.
Anybody's game, potentially, depending on how many questions.
Kind of
there
seems
are.
like Sam's got this thing locked up, but we're going to
That's-
keep going.
Okay, all right.
What is the name of Tech9's video production company?
Finger on the trigger.
That's correct.
Okay. You guys feel free to participate whenever
Yep.
you feel like it.
We're just gonna let Sam lap this one up.
Anybody's
All right,
game.
this is a journalistic question. I would hope that our two journalists
Yeah.
to our left maybe have this one. Ken Block was founder of what snowboard mag?
And yeah, Sam.
5.
Blunt.
That's correct.
Okay.
Jesus, guys.
Don't worry, anybody's game.
Anyway, yeah.
Norm, that was
It's,
made for you.
Neck and neck.
I
for
know.
last
I know
question.
you're a blunt mag guy.
I am a blunt fan.
Yeah. All right.
I almost fucked up.
What were you gonna say?
I didn't know you were gonna say magazine, and then it just like fucking popped in my head. But
All right. Last question. What was Shane Flood's board sponsor for the majority of his career?
Okay. So,
Ride.
Yeah.
That's correct.
All right. So
Sam Taxwood.
yeah,
Nice,
Congratulations,
Sam.
Sam had 9
Yeah.
points. Katie had 1 point. Norm had 2 points.
Sam,
It's a
you
close game.
dominated, dude.
yeah, it was
Very
a little bit of a
close.
sweep.
Were you? Did you study at all?
I guess I just am a
Student of the
lifer
game.
of the
Been
the
studying his whole
game,
life.
Yeah.
Do we like the ominous music?
Yeah, I liked it.
It kind of felt more tense.
Feels in the background.
Did you guys
It's
feel
nice.
like there was more
Yeah, I was
pressure?
sweating automatically.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
I have some bad pit stains right now.
That's what we were looking for.
Incredible. All right, let's do some check-ins. I want to hear about you guys all just went over to you guys were both in Europe, right? Nitro Good Times Camp?
I was not there. But
Oh, you
Norm
got
was.
smoked.
Yeah.
You
I didn't get smoked, but
I thought you got hurt.
Yeah, I was at the Escape Cup at Locks. Yeah,
Good guy?
kind of a bummer injury. First run, backpack still on. It was raining, and I slipped out on a tube in the park. It was lovely. And I fractured a bone in my elbow. But
Oh crap!
That's classic Taxwood right there. That's classic Taxwood.
yeah. But we're on the mend. I'm on the bike already, so
Hell yeah. Norm, how was your Camp Good Times?
It was great. It was fun. Obviously, I wish Sam was there, but I think I might have taken his spot. So that's a good silver lining, I guess. Fuck
that's
it.
perfect.
Yeah, it all worked out. But
Yeah.
it was sick. It was so fun just lapping the T-bar, and it was warm, and the sun never really set. So it was sick.
Great. It's good to see you doing double flips.
Well, I don't know. It was springtime and felt like it. I don't know. It was a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, when you see a guy that's a steel guy, flipping around in the air, it's a beautiful thing.
Well, I always wanted to do a double front flip, and I was like, I feel like I probably could. And then I tried one, and I was like, all right.
How many tries?
It was just first try.
No, not to flex.
Yeah, no big deal.
Nothing crazy.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel, huh?
Exactly.
Are you warming up for the triple still?
I would like to triple at some point. That was a drunken claim at one point that's been following me around for years. But triple backflip, yeah, at some point coming soon. I have now new confidence for it.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I send it into the hay bag a couple times at Creamfest.
Well, we were talking about like the landing of Pyramid where Tanner Hall did the quad.
Yep.
And just going up there and seeing if I can do a triple.
Yep.
At some point, I don't know.
I think you got that all day.
Yeah.
And Katie, you've been cooking on Thrice Baked. How's your filming experience been with Steffi?
It's been awesome. Yeah, just like a regular day, but people are filming. So we just went to Mammoth, just got back, and it's always a good way to end the year is going to Mammoth and like skating and snowboarding all day. And yeah, I feel like I haven't really rode a bunch of parks this year, so that was almost like it felt like a bit of preseason and postseason all in one. And yeah, we got to have some skaters there, which was really cool. And it's nice to snowboard with people that maybe don't snowboard all the time or that's not their thing because they're so hyped on like everything. And it just re-fires you up. And then we kind of switched that role when we were at the skate park. And I'd just be fired up on world's slowest kick flips. And it was really fun. So happy to be back in Utah.
And you went to Japan. Where did you guys go for all your filming endeavors?
First episode's in Japan, which was kind of like the best trip of the year for sure. Tons of snow, and we were like, wow, this season's going to be epic. And then we came back, and North America didn't have the best snow year for what style riding we were looking for, but we definitely made it work. And we went to Tahoe for the second episode for a little bit, and then where we were with Max Warbington at his little pop-up Brainbowl there. And then we went up to Nelson, British Columbia for R&D and ended up in Revelstoke. And yeah, then we kind of had to figure out, we were hoping that maybe Miracle March would turn on, but so we just went to Mammoth and Spring Road for a while.
That's all time.
Yeah, it was super fun. So stay tuned for the skate clips.
Did Steffi have you guys on a fitness grind at the same time as filming?
We don't really have time to fitness as much because we're hiking quite a bit. That's something that at R&D that I think is not really realized is how much the riders are hiking. We have to hike the course to even ride it on the day of the event. And then the film days, you hike all of it as well. So yeah, I mean, we were fitness just from our step count was huge. 20,000 some days.
That'll get you in shape.
That would be one per beer at Creamfest.
Yeah. Well, the one zone we had to walk. Our filmers were at the bottom. They were like, "You guys were just gone for 2 hours before we could see them again because we had to walk all the way around the mountain range." So yeah, we're getting back into fitness more as like a traditional fitness. We were kind of doing some adventure fitness all winter. And yeah, we did get snowmobiles, but we didn't really get to use them this year. So we stayed loyal to the verts.
Perfect. Yeah. I love that. Sam, what'd you film for this year?
I filmed for a few different projects. I was in Japan as well. Got to hang out with Katie and Steffi and crew a little bit. But I kind of hung out with Shuhei Sato for Shoe Time, his project, and then the Brown project with Blake and Spenny and Butters and Nick. And then, I started working on a Vans project as well. And then I also got on a trip with Sage and Mason Jar. So I kind of went for as many projects as I could find.
Bit of a floater.
Yeah.
Cameo king.
But yeah, primarily focusing on Vans stuff. Yeah.
Cool. That's exciting. Brown's making a new one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's Nick and Blake focused, and then there's obviously a bunch of homies sprinkled in there. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Brock's cooking up.
Hell yeah.
Vans I'm excited for a new Vans video.
Is it 2 year? Mm-hmm. You guys got a soft year one, and then you're going into year two with a little stack?
Yep. Kind of a mellower first year and then a full second year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And Norm, you were VG?
Yeah, I was filming VG, went on one trip last year and then kind of came on more this year. So yeah, it was
How's
fun.
the stack looking?
Pretty good, I think. I don't know. I'm excited to just see. It was fun to be out there with going on trips with Meyer. I went on one trip with Meyer and Bob, and they're a devious combo. So yeah, it was a good time.
Two most fried homies.
Yeah,
were they bullying you?
Lightly. Yeah. It was a good time though. It was it was fun.
As long as you don't end up as Bob's target on the trip.
Yeah, I wasn't.
he'll choose one person for each trip. I feel like
I wasn't Bob's target fully. I think he was trying to give me nitro boards too, so he was a little softer. But he's told me some war stories about breaking some pros in the day.
Oh yeah.
I've fully tackled him at spots before. You're struggling to get a trick, and he's in the background, come on, Sam, just fucking do it better, and you're trying to keep your composure and not actually snap on him, and then at one point you're just dude, I'm gonna kill you, bro.
I've seen him break Will Tuddenham before. That was timeless.
We were at a spot a couple years ago, and Goop was just in battle, and Bob's kind of looking at his camera and looks up. He's like, hate to tell you, Goop, got the photo about 100 tries ago, and Goop's just fucking losing it.
Oh, that's a Bob special. Then he's hanging around the filmers and everyone at the bottom, just actually not even fucking focused on anything, and you're sitting there having a mental breakdown trying to trick, and he's trying to motivate you somehow by being annoying. I don't know.
We're talking about Bob Plum, the photographer, for any listeners that are unfamiliar.
And Katie and I's coworker.
Oh yeah, Slush photo editor?
Photo editor, yeah.
Yep. Incredible. Did you get any clips that we're going to be hyped on? Do you have some stuff you're hyped on?
I hope everyone's hyped on it.
Did you get tech? Did you do any tech?
got a little tech. I did definitely some tricks because I just like trick boarding.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I definitely did some stuff I'm hyped on. Got to go jib overseas for the first time ever, which was nice.
Where'd you go?
Stockholm. For
Nice.
like 2 weeks or something. So
Did you hit any of the spaghetti rails, the skinny rails?
yeah, I hit one skinny rail that sucked. That was definitely a bit of a battle, but yeah, I had a blast. It was sick going with like, I don't know, all these boarders who I like, Danimals, Mike Little, Ben Bilodeau. I was like, damn, like you guys have been some of my favorites for a long time. So it was kind of a trip going on a trip with them.
Hell yeah. Can't wait for VG to come out. Drops this fall. I think we should change gears and let's do a little spring event recap because it's been a while since we did group chat. I wanted to run through the events that have come out since the last episode we've done. And the first one at the top of the list is Rick Scranton. And I wasn't there. Is anybody here? None of you guys were there, right? Slush had some people on.
Ridges and Stan were there.
Okay. I mean, obviously, there's the iconic Ingmar backside air that was 30 years ago. And so they kind of recreated that same spot at Rick Scranton. And the footage that came out of it was incredible. Silk, why don't you pull some clips that we got highlighted?
Terrier here.
Yeah, Terrier made a freaking appearance launching a backside air.
Oh, yeah, brother.
What else we got, Silk?
We have Rene.
Oh, yeah. Rene looked like he went the biggest from what I saw. Incredible backside air. What do you see in here, Sam?
Looking amazing. Amazing.
Shout out Sean Lucy filmed that one.
Yeah.
My question, though, all right.
It's cool, though, because Ingemar's is still, like, no one's going to go that big out of a hand-dug hit. I don't know. Or, like, no one has since.
Are we all in agreement that Ingmar went bigger?
Yeah, I think so. But Rene's was amazing, obviously.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was talking to Seth earlier in the photos, like right above his desk, and I was like looking at it, I was like, damn, it's pretty fucking big. Like, yeah.
I think obviously the year that Ingmar went huge, there was like an immense amount of snow compared to what there was this year. It seems like, because I went to the event 10 years ago for the 20 year, and the weather was really bad, and it was a super low snow year. But yeah, it looked like this year was a hitter for sure.
100%. What else we got, Silk?
I think we have this Ilfa clip.
Oh, yeah. Ilfa did a dope-ass McTwist. This is great to see. Hell yeah. Seeing the street dogs jib.
I think Hana did a McTwist, too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she said a decade. It's been a decade.
Yeah.
Sick.
Woo. Yeah.
Looked like such an elite crew of people there.
That was a elite crew.
100%.
That's it for
And then they had a couple sessions on the wall, too.
Yeah.
That Pat was really hyped about bringing people to.
Yeah. But when I was there 10 years ago, we were at the wall every day, and he's
that was in
that
was in Landline when he planted it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
From Rick Scranton.
Well, we were talking to him yesterday, and apparently that he was claiming that still no one has done a hand plan as good as him on it. So
it's probably accurate. Let him have it if it's not, you know.
So is Rick Scranton, is that a place, a person? What is
It's in Sweden.
It's
super north.
A super small little resort in Sweden on like the border of Norway. But a lot of it's a very like historical place in snowboarding.
Gotcha.
People have been filming there for like 30 plus years probably.
Okay.
So.
How long of a drive is it to get there, and how many beers would you say you need for that drive?
Good question. Depends on where you're driving from. So yeah, I guess if you're gonna drive across Europe, you're gonna need like
at least 500.
The next event we have that I thought looked awesome was the Airtime Classic. Another situation like both of these events just hand shaped looking. You know, it doesn't look like they got cats in. Obviously, for Airtime Classic, it's just a build. You know, iconic spring jump. I talked to Jody. He said that everybody came up. Mark McMorris was doubling people on his snowmobile. Everybody was ripping. Like, these are legit video part worthy clips that came out of this thing. And I think the standout was Bryn Alexander. Yeah. Apparently he hit the jump 3 times, landed 3 times, does like a front flip Japan, double backflip, and then a switch. I think it's a switch double back. What does he do? Switch back rodeo or something is the last one. Yeah. Kind of like a switch wildcatty back rodeo. Really sick.
Easy for the guy, huh?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, he's kind of got it.
I'm
Let's
a massive Bryn Alexander fan. I'm so down with everything he does.
Yeah. Let's not forget they also Jody chartered a heli to get up there and watch. It's so sick.
So sick. I mean, he broke his leg.
Yeah, and I think Sean also was injured, and maybe Sage rode up with them as well in the heli.
Yeah.
I mean, sledding this late in the year up to something is like probably pretty brutal on the sled, and like, especially if you're injured. So
taking the chopper in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Again, another one of these badass DIY events. One I don't think we have any footage from, but I wanted to highlight. I thought the West Coast triple plank looked awesome. Did you guys see any footage from that?
Yeah, that looked super fun. I mean, kind of the ultimate border type event.
Yeah.
I really want to go one day, but
seems like a
I
fun
don't know if I'm quite ready.
I think you got to just start getting after it, Katie. I feel like you're right there.
All the events, it's hard to like choose where to go, what to do, which is an incredible choice.
Katie, you've been training your whole life for the West Coast triple plank.
I know.
Yeah.
Surf, skate, snow?
Yeah.
What are we doing
Although
here,
you
Katie?
did say you might be abandoning your surf career this summer for the mountain.
I did, because my surfing is peaked. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how many years Marie's been doing it, but it's kind of like a staple, especially up in that area of like a community get together, and skate park looks super fun. And I think, what did Cannon win?
Yeah, Cannon looked like he was ripping.
Yeah.
Seemed like he won.
I know Austin won for like a lot of years in a row, so it's nice to see Cannon, Austin get second or whatever he got.
100%. We talked about Creamfest. One we didn't talk about that you went to, Escape Cup, looked awesome. How was that?
It was incredible. Another kind of marathon event, like 3 days. So you really got to pace yourself out there at these 3-day events. But
what day did you hurt your shoulder?
The second day. So I rode like the first mini pipe day. And we got there like super early in the week, so we rode like 3 days prior. But yeah, so the first day is mini pipe, and then the second day was kind of like challenge rail, like rail setup with a quarter pipe, and then the third day is like a more creative like jump feature.
The rainbow rail went off the most. What day was that?
Rainbow rail was insane. That was on the third day.
We got some footage. Cooper Whittier did an incredible backside 180 indie scraper.
Yeah.
Little hover.
Oh, I forgot to
Gordon
send you the
Lightfoot.
clip of
we got
the
it.
Norwegian homie.
Yeah, Christian, I believe his name is.
Christian, yeah.
He's
super
awesome.
beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very talented snowboarder.
Whoever says like that is a swagged out flip to a rail. You know how like chucking flips on rails doesn't always look the best?
Yeah.
For some reason that one was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Were you, Sam, did you see, because it honestly was like probably the craziest shit I've ever seen, but the Krug's backflip with the paraglider?
Yeah, so I randomly like completely missed that somehow, but it was crazy. There was these paragliders coming through the event like all day. Up there on Locks, like so many people are paragliding. But yeah, even like a few other people were ripping, and someone would fly by real close. But yeah, Krug's almost like died. Krug's posted it,
Have you
maybe
seen
hard
this?
post.
It's hard to see what happened.
It's super hectic though.
Backflipping and a paraglider just like rips right by him. It's the
Yeah.
craziest shit I've ever seen. It's awesome.
Like probably could have like slapped a high five in the air close.
Damn.
But yeah, like it could have been bad.
And Escape's explain what Escape is. to the listeners.
So Escape is a crew based out of Europe. It's John Sutter and his homies. They used to film video projects together, and now they've kind of turned their video project squad into creating this event every year. But it brings everyone from all over Europe. There's a bunch of us from North America that went over there, and Vans is the main sponsor. They got a bunch of other cool sponsors, and then they also partner up with like a shop in Zurich and make like some really cool merch. I thought that was dope because most events they just kind of like feed you, merch down your throat that you maybe won't wear, and this is kind of like some nicer like printed, kind of how the Dustbox prints on cool shit. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought like the whole event was done really well. The music was all sick throughout the whole thing, and cool parties every night, and yeah, I had a great time even with small injury, but.
Hell yeah. Looked like an awesome time.
Yeah.
Another spring event is the 420 at Brighton, Nerve Goggles. One of the standout moments for me, I don't think we have the clip of it, but I filmed the clip of it, is Hayden did the triple backflip on a 20-foot jump.
So sick. It was fucking awesome. It was so sick to see. Yeah, second try triple backflip, just out of nowhere. I don't even know if he told anybody. He just did it, and it was so sick.
You kind of had one that got away. You were going Thrasher presents My War front 10 double or front 9 double cork.
Yeah, kept landing in the bomb hole. If I don't know. if I get a prize for saying the name of the show on the show, but yeah, kept exploding.
Yeah, all good stuff. Which kind of segues into like a conversation I wanted to tee up about snowboarding events. And I think when you look at snowboarding holistically, from everything that happened this year, you have the Olympics, which is, you know, probably the top tier, most serious event. And then on the other end of things, you have like 420 Nerve goggles. Then you have, you know, you have Creamfest, and you have DIYX, and you have Rockstar Energy Open. And you have the Uninvited, and Escape Cup, and R&D, and Brainbowl, and Airtime Classic, and, you know, Red Bull Heavy Metal, and Lord of the Ropes. You know, like there's so many incredible different subgenres of snowboarding that it's a beautiful trash can just fell over. But it's a beautiful thing. We have, I think, the ecosystem of these events in snowboarding. Like when you really look at it holistically. Norm, you have anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I don't know. I was kind of talking about this yesterday, but like, just from like as someone in an older generation, because I know like I was getting emotional a little bit. Just like, I mean, it's hard not to be like looking back on like, I don't know, 420. Like we built that and it worked, which is crazy. And then people came and I don't know, we were all just like hanging out and it was a great time. I don't know if like how that was for you as someone who's like been around snowboarding for a while to like see kind of like, I don't know, what it was like a younger generation doing kind of that shit of just like building shit.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see the new gen and see how you guys move and operate and keeping everything super sketchy and, you know, DIY. And I think the beautiful thing about all these events is just like snowboarding shows up. You put something on, like people show up.
If you build it, they will come.
Straight up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just sick to be out there, like doing shit with your friends. Like even though when we were building it, we were just like giggling the whole time. Being like, I don't even know if this like building the Euro gap over the rocks or whatever. Be like, I have no idea if this is gonna work. Like, fuck it. I guess we'll see what happens. And then it just like, I don't know. Yeah.
And there's no budget, you know, like all it is a bunch of homies with shovels, you know?
It's cool that it's kind of taking a form that like to be involved that you don't have to be super polished and super like, you know, going to an event, you know, you don't have to have like a line in mind and things like that. You're just kind of going more for the community and like to help out and to maybe learn a new trick or, you know, whatever the case is. And that's like really important for people to see more of, that you don't need to be a snowboarder. You don't need to, you know, train to be in these elite contests. You can simply just, you know, have a crew and have fun. So that's cool that more people are kind of realizing there's no rules to this sport, really.
Well said.
For sure. I think, yeah, all events are just such a good way to create an experience for people outside of the glorified video part or the gold medal or whatever. Just being there is like also an experience for people, I think, which is sick, that you can kind of attach to that day or that one crazy moment or someone eating shit or whatever, or maybe someone rolls up to the 420 event with you guys and they're like super intimidated, but then they feel more a part of the crew because they have, you know, you get up there and you get to like shovel and hang out and talk shit,
totally,
whatever.
So shoveling's like, everyone shoveling's always nice, but it's also nice with these events, like the fact that they're in springtime. It's like, you know, everyone's spent their winter filming whatever project they're involved in, and they get to like, everyone's away all the time. Like you never really like see your friends outside of your like crew in the winter, and then in the springtime you all come together and it's like nice. Like you're just like, yo, like I missed you guys. Like this is awesome. Like this is so sick, and just usually sunny and warm, and yeah.
100%. And there's also a little subgenre for everyone. You know, there's a million Banks Holums, like at Bomb Hole Cup. You see families, you see parents racing and Groms racing, and then you got like natural selection and Olympics and X Games, and they're like, we are elite athletes, and Uninvited is like, we're we're doing hard shit on these rails. And then you got Creamfest, and you got, like there's the just wide range of events happening in snowboarding is such a beautiful thing. So I want to ask with all the events, from DIYX to Rick Scranton to, Creamfest to Battle Royale, you have longest lap, endurance rope tow race, right? Do you guys have a favorite? I want to go around and see what your guys' favorite event was from the year.
I mean, I'm definitely biased, but Nerf Goggles, chill place to have a beer, 420 event. Like, yeah, it's sick. Squid's birthday too. Like, it's a great day. It's fun to build, and everyone's having a good time.
Hell yeah.
Favorite event?
All right, how about this? I'm gonna change it to partake in, and then one is spectate in. So there's two. All right, you go ahead.
Okay. Well, the only event that I really partook in this year was R&D, and yeah, that's an incredible event. Just keeps getting better and better, and yeah, I just think it's like super important. I'll go to it forever as long as they let me. And then I wasn't able to ride in the uninvited, and it's been a while since I made it into finals, so I'm usually spectating as well. And that event is just like how good all the girls are getting is just like right in your face and is so legit. And that's another event that just keeps getting better and better. But I think that the grass, like, it's really cool to have as an event goer to like mix it up and like go to the mall. 'Cause you never know like what type of event you'll learn a trick at or whatever the case is. So, the Alien Invasional, which just didn't happen this year, was like my favorite event for sure.
Hell yeah. Love that. Sam?
For me, riding wise, the Rockstar Energy Open was super fun. It was also very intimidating, just being that it was December and I hadn't really snowboarded much at that point, but they built this really big hip. I did really bad in the event. I think I got dead last, but we got
dead last.
Yeah,
someone got hurt.
Yeah. But we got to session the hip like even during finals, and it was a really good time. But spectator wise, I would say, yeah, the Escape Cup. It was insane riding all 3 days, and the vibes were incredibly high. And then shout out to Brainbowl. My spectating's been over the internet, but it looked insane.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
One thing to add to that Rockstar Energy Open comment too is like even the more buttoned up, bigger budget events like Rockstar Energy Open, Steve Mateus basically put on an unsanctioned hip contest at the end.
Yeah, it was
which
great.
is amazing. Where they're just like, everyone's going big on the hip. We're gonna put up $5,000 for the highest there, like totally out of the blue.
10 grand.
Was it 10 grand?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So it just, I don't know, just keeping it loose, keeping it feeling like it's a contest in the early 2000s or something, I think like I don't know, that's a cool way of doing it. And they did a great job.
Hell yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just say spectator wise for me, when I watched all of them, I loved the Locks Open pipe final. That one was insane. Cam Melville Ives put down such a ridiculous pipe run. It's like, it's great. You can appreciate Creamfest, and then you can appreciate the heroics of half pipe competition,
Yeah.
I love watching half pipe. I'm so down. I was on like the Snow League beat this year, and so I got to go to all of them, and it was fucking so sick.
It's nuts in person.
Yeah,
right?
It's crazy. And Cam's so good. Like watching him, I was like, yo.
And Kaishu's backside air locks was maybe the gnarliest thing that happened all winter.
It was so sick. It
Probably should get an award for that. I don't know.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Now, this is a little bit more philosophical, but I kind of think maybe do you see a rise in events? It seems like there's a rise, like there's more events happening, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Right? We've been in this for a minute. I
mean,
remember there
just
being this
mentioned
many.
like 20.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's because maybe technology is driving people apart. Like so much time on the screen, AI, everybody's living in this digital world, communicating via their phones, and you're oftentimes isolated in a room, even though you're texting or you're DMing or whatever, where you're not really connecting to people. That the kind of opposite of that is the in-person event.
Yeah.
Like, are we maybe realizing the importance of that because technology is driving us apart? I don't know.
For sure. I mean, for sure. You you know that there's a community out there, but unless you're with them, you don't really feel the power of that until you go. I think that as like a kid without technology, that's like how I even found what snowboarding was, like just stumbling on a US Open half pipe one day at a resort I was riding. So there's always been like this, the importance of it to like expose people to the event, but it was always so like, these are the pros that are in this event. So I think the switch is that people are kind of just taking it, or people are not the switch, but what's happening is people are just like kind of taking it into their own hands and saying, just making it up. And that's cool to see that snowboarding is like, that people have, the like crew to throw a 420 event or to get together. So I think it's more of like the power to the people.
And,
Hell yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, we all want to go see live shows, even if it's not your favorite person, it's a live, more interactive experience, not just the album that you're pressing play on. Not to reference that a bunch, but yeah, I don't know, having a interactive, real-time, live experience, even if it's you and your dipshit homies up at Brighton on 420, like that's the best kind of like jam session vibe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like recently, definitely most of us are, but like recently leaving college and like leaving the age where like I'm naturally in spaces where I'm like forced to interact with people, and it's like, shit, now I'm like an adult, and I feel like you read about it all the time, and it's like hard to make friends as an adult. Like it's super hard. Like I think about this too. I'm like, if I wasn't in snowboarding, like I don't know what I would do. Like it's like I'm so lucky to, I'd have to like find some hobby or something to like make me interact with other people. But like I'm so lucky to like just have my homies, and like I don't know. I feel like not a lot of people have that, so it's like we have that, and it's like to take advantage of that, and like we're gonna go up and build something sick, or like even just going to like Woody's and lapping on like a sunny day, like sick, like nice. Like Woody's closing day was like almost like an event on its own. Like everyone was just like lapping, and it was great. So it's like sick to, I don't know, just sick to have the homies.
Hell yeah! Did you see the clip that Dixon filmed you?
No.
Cab 2 on the King?
Oh yeah.
You didn't.
Norm's thrown down and it had all the events.
You didn't send that. You didn't send that to Norm.
I did.
Oh, you did.
I must have
blocked. Did you block Dixon?
Yeah, I had Dixon blocked. It was, yeah.
It's a cool way to like, public spaces. They're ours to use, and snowboarders are just taking advantage of that. Like it overflows into other aspects of our lives. We kind of just have that community mentality where like, we go to kickball on Friday nights, and it's just, super special that we at least have snowboarding to like kind of hold on to. So I hope like more people realize that, you don't need to like have a membership to have a kickback with your friends somewhere, or like be invited to this event. You can kind of just, say, meet me at the flat box. We're giving away, so, we're giving away my old hats or something. So yeah, I hope I think that social media also kind of, it takes us apart, but it also brings us together and like draws awareness to these types of things.
True. Yeah.
In a way that like, you watch Escape Cup clips and you're like, I want to go to that next year. How do I go to that next year? So I think as long as it's being, I hope like people are using it in a way that is inclusive, not like, hey, this event went down, no one's invited except for the people that were here. Then that's like a really good direction to go in. That like, hey, this goes down every year. It's open to all. Any questions, hit us up.
Hell yeah. I love that. I mean, to go philosophical real quick on it. I mean, what you said, Norm, too, about being in spaces with a lot of people in college, like you get older, you start to drift apart. And simply put, we're just tribal creatures. You know what I mean? Like we grew up like back in the day, we were just in tribes and we were around people all the time. And then you start to drift apart, and then you come back to our little snowboard tribe and you're like, this is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Don't forget to show up to the events, and thanks for everybody that does because it makes it special. The events aren't shit if people don't show up, and snowboarders show the fuck up, which I'm proud of this squad of everybody.
Yeah, I used to joke I'm going to be like 70 at Dew Tour being like, who's got the weed?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'll be there forever.
Okay, picture this. One day you're chasing POW, the next, street skating in a city you don't even live in. Whatever your vibe is, chill, bold, classic, wild, Cole makes headwear that adapts because style's not a fixed thing. Cole Headwear, however many hats you wear, make them Cole. And I'm also currently wearing a bonnet provided by Cole Headwear. Let me tell you, this thing is clean. So check out coleheadwear.com and remember, however many hats you wear, make them Cole. Okay, people. We're going to talk about what is one of my favorite products that I use on a daily basis, and that is the Turtlebox Ranger speaker. This thing I keep in my house. I listen to music on it every day. Here's what I like about it. It's got 12 hours of battery life. It's smaller than the other Turtlebox speaker, so you can bring it with you. It's got magnets on it. You're going golfing? Bing! Put it on the side of the golf cart. You got tunes all day long. It's also waterproof. So you can take this thing up on hill on a snowy day, blast some tunes in the parking lot, bring it out on the boat if you got one of those things. It's also drop, crush, and dust proof. It's got stainless steel attachment points, and it's perfect size to bring anywhere you want to go. So if you want to check out the Turtlebox Ranger, it's a great gift for the holidays, great gift for any loved one. Check it out at turtleboxaudio.com.
If you're looking to improve your snowboarding, maybe dial in those fundies, heck, even just having a good time with the boys, Woodward Park City is going to be hands down your best bet to make all that happen and more this season, because Woodward Park City is a state-of-the-art action sports hub. It's only 20 minutes from Salt Lake City. I mean, that's just blink of an eye and you're on the chairlift. And in a world filled with overcrowded resorts, jam-packed parking lots, long drives to the chair, Woodward Park City is offering you a solution that not many other resorts are even able to fathom. And new this year, the Winter Mountain Park Season Pass. For only $499, you can ride all season at one of the Wasatch's best terrain parks. You can get the most fun and legitimately the best value out of your winter. You can maximize your time, easy in, easy out. It's right across from the freeway. Tiny walk and you're on the chairlift in seconds. If you want it all, you can get indoor access, outdoor access, special access to all the events, exclusive discounts. You're going to need the all-access membership. You'll be treated like a king royalty over at Woodward Park City. And if you want some more information, head on over to woodwardparkcity.com.
All right, people, we're going to take a call from Max Warbington. We got him on the line. Max, incredible job on Brainbowl. Looked like a smashing success. Why don't you talk us through this event, trials and tribulation? Give us the stat. What do we got there? Some branding.
I got the whole, we got the whole truck set up here. Just back to Tahoe now. A real good load of bullshit in the back of the whip here.
Like, what do you got? Like 8 shit pushers and like 40 toughies?
Exactly. And then, some sleds, like probably some leftover trash and stuff, like 3 or 4 rakes, a DJ shit, audio stuff. So yeah, it was, it's always a bit of a journey, but completely worth it. Had an insane there, Mount Baker.
Incredible. 12 days, right?
Yeah, 12 days for our hardcore crew. We showed up and we had like 10 or 15 of the hardcores who just come for the entire time and got after it. And the crew kind of just grows and grows, get closer to the main event on the final weekend.
Looked like a smashing success with all of the clips that I saw. Incredible amount of snow moved in this thing. I mean, walk us through the build that goes into a Brainbowl that looks like it could have been built with a snowcat.
Oh yeah. It could have been built with a snowcat, but not even. We're building stuff with snowcat cats can't even approach because there's too much going on in that little zone. But yeah, we basically moved a metric shit ton of snow all by hand, and then kind of just try to maintain through the weather. We put up, of course, beautiful, super hot. Everyone's tarps off, sweating, and we're trying to deal with the melt out. And then we had a couple days where it was like basically done, and we were kind of private sessioning with the crew who showed up early, had got the set up, everything was epic. And then, of course, go from like 75, 80 degree day. Next day, it's like 40 and raining, pouring rain. And then that transitioned into snow. And then we had 2 days of like supreme winter blizzard where it snowed like at least a foot in the parking lot. And then got really lucky on Saturday. It was supposed to be kind of crap weather again on Saturday for the main day, but it kind of broke at like noon and then was sunny. And then Sunday was just like perfect prime weather. So kind of ideal because we sort of needed the snow. It was a real low snow year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there was like let me get this in. There was like a tree that has been right kind of in the middle of the bowl that we always it's on the right side, always kind of make a feature on it or something. And normally when we show up, like this is our 6th year of doing it. And every year we've been like, that's kind of the only it just looks like a little tiny pine tree twig, sticking out of the snow. And this year that was like a 10-foot tall, full on big ass tree. And all these other trees were there. Like the landing of the sesh up jump was just rocks and bushes. It was there was remarkably less snow than in the past, but we're still able to scrape it together thanks to everybody who came up.
Hell yeah. If you were to walk us through maybe top moments, standout moments from Brainbowl, what comes top of mind?
Well, every year we get a nice coonhead moment. This year we showed up. It was like 3rd or 4th day of the build, and he sends us we're waking up in the morning. He sends an epic photo of him selfie style next to where we stash all the shovels. Just kind of like, where the hell are you guys at like 9:30 a.m. And by the time we get up there, he's just cut these absolute freezers of blocks out that no one human should be able to move, and just kind of had them all stacked up there for us so people could build. Basically, he built like one whole half of the bowl in like 2 or 3 hours by the time we even got up there. But he just cuts. He doesn't he's so awesome because he doesn't really know how we want to shape it or whatever, but he knows we need the snow. So he's just like cutting blocks and getting them ready for other people to come in and move.
It's
like ideal situation.
Coonhead's pulling up for some muscle, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's getting the fucking brute work done for the crew, dude.
Oh yeah, he's bringing, we call it coon juice. It's like kind of could be moonshine, could be like apple juice. It's just like kind of a brown liquid mason jar, unlabeled. And he's like, you got to try it, dude, homemade. And we're always like, what is it? And sometimes it's apple juice, sometimes it's not, who knows? But really, really good. He always brings a bunch of supplies for everybody. Some sort of like undescribed meats as well.
Mystery
might
meat.
be salmon, might be like elk, could be raccoon.
Burrs is on coon shine, if you will.
Coon. Yeah, coon shine, exactly. That's the real name. Yeah, but that was a good one from the build. Definitely like the main Saturday night is always insane. Like they just go crazy up in the parking lot up there. And we were like this year, normally it's like Wayne House and like the Sesh Up guys will do this like skate bomb down the road kind of, but there was full blown snow everywhere in the parking lot. But it really, like, nobody was even affected by it. It's so crazy how the people up in Washington and Baker especially, like, do not give a fuck about the bad weather. Like, it might as well just be 80 degrees and sunny when it's raining or snowing. Like, there's no change in, like, the vibe or the how stoked people are. So yeah, it was rad. We have Skip up there, who's like our resident. He was a day one pull-up guy. This awesome, like, gay dude from Seattle we met him at Brainbowl sessions. So when we were doing like the tour of at a Snoqualmie stop, and he like basically just started snowboarding, and then he's now just like a diehard, pulls up every year. He's got this crazy camper blue truck with pink rims with like a top tent. And he's kind of like holds it down for us up there, but he's like a big time Burning Man guy and does like fire twirling and all this like sick hippie festival shit. So people are getting down on that. And yeah, there's too many standouts. I could go on forever.
What about DJ Lava Lamp?
Yep, we had it rocking up there. G-Don was in the mix too in the booth. Yeah, we basically just lug all this pretty dope sound system all the way up into the backcountry. You know, it's like a 15, 20-minute hike up there, and all the people who show up help us pull sleds with all the gear, like the rope tow generator, all the music shit, tents, and we pretty much just like turn it on as soon as we can and then let it run until like it gets completely dark. So you're looking at a solid like 6 or 7 hour DJ Lava Lamp set.
Woo!
Yeah, flash like announcing, have some announcers come in and out. Mateo and Braden were definitely standout announcers this year. Mateo cracks into the booth on Saturday. He's been shredding, and then he comes in there. He's all sweaty, wet, kind of. And I've got this epic clip where he just goes straight from shotgunning a pub beer and then grabs it's dripping all over his face. There's girls like dancing behind him in the booth, kind of, and then he just grabs the microphone from Gus and is just like, "What's up, Brainbowl? How are we doing?" And then he clocked in for a good few hours of yelling at everybody on the microphone.
Beautiful. Cannon Cummins looked like he was a standout performer.
For sure. Yep. Yeah, Cannon kind of owns it up there, and these guys on Sunday kind of unlocked that crazy gap that we have, that follow cam clip. That was like every year there's always some gap that we absolutely like. We're the whole build. The really fun part about the build is you're talking about what you're going to do, talking about lines that are possible. And then inevitably every year somebody just unlocks something that seems completely out of like the realm of possibility. And that was kind of Cannon and that squad. Mac too, and we had Marcus up there. GNU squad was heavy. They were all hitting that big ass gap. But yeah, Cannon obviously shredding. We had that kid Eli Bouchard too came down. He was going massive on everything. A whole bunch of insane snowboarding went down. Got to check out the Brainbowl account.
So,
stories popping right now.
For you, gonna bang you over the head with a question. Putting on this event, all the work that goes into it. You're driving away from the event. Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
What's the most fulfilling part of putting on an event like this?
God, it's just the in-person like thank yous and love that we get from that community up there is insane. Like having it's pretty much nonstop. And the fact that like we have this rope tow, it can only handle 3 people at a time going up. It's like a first gen tow pro. And we just are like, we don't even really tell people that much, but we tell everyone at the start of the day, like, that's the rules. Pick up your trash, be respectful of the area. And I'm just like blown away with the amount of actual respect and listening that everybody does. And they're just kind of like, we love what you're doing up here. It's so fun. And yeah, we only had the rope tow shut off like 1 time this year. And when we're cleaning up at the very end, like Sunday night, we stay up there last and just make sure that like everything that we brought in and all the trash is gone and all that. And there was like nothing. Like we filled up maybe like you know, a grocery bag's worth of like leftover buried like beer cans or whatever it was. And people are just, super thankful and respectful of the area. So that's for sure really rewarding, because sometimes it seems like you're just going to be yelling rules all day long, but we don't really have to do that. You know, it's people love it and just want it to be able to be something that keeps going, you know?
Hell yeah. Looked like a smashing success. Like to derail for a quick second. Just kind of looking for a Chompy update. How's Chompy doing?
He's great. Yeah, we got to check in with him and the horses and the whole clan over at the Warbington farm on our way up. And then I was there yesterday for my birthday, but it was, Chompy's doing great, you know, rolled up to the crib. He's right out front eating a salad. Classic Chompy situation.
How old is Chomp now, dude?
He's probably, we've had him since I was like 10 or something. So that's damn near 20 something years at least. And when we got him, we didn't know how old he was to begin with. So he's up there. Could be anywhere from 30 to 150, I guess.
Take your bets.
That's like when I go to Japan. Sometimes I'm looking at people. I'm like, how old are you? Are you 30 or are you 150?
Dude, you know what? Actually, there was a little exciting Chompy moment just for a second where my parents have peacocks at the farm also. So there's just like roaming peacocks. And right now it's kind of like egg and nest season. The eggs are about to hatch. And there's one that has a nest right by the front garden kind of thing, right? And Chompy was like battling with this peacock, basically, like getting too close to the nest, and then the peacock would come out and like do some posturing and try to get him, and then Chompy would take a step or two, like, you can't do anything to me, bro. And so that was just an exciting little Chompy versus peacock battle that we got to see.
Love that. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, Warbs, Brainbowl looked like a smashing success. I think that you guys did great. It's really cool to see all the cool spring events, and that one looked like the best one of all the Brainbowls over all the years. It's great to see what that thing's grown into. So great fucking work.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. With the whole not enough snow for Sesh Up, I think we pretty much nailed it for what we were working with. And next year, it's really on. Once we get the more snow and the jump, and maybe Katie and Sam can show up, that would be pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
I'll have to make it next year.
Yeah. After your description,
You're sold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly one of those things where you really can't describe how fun it is until you get up there. Like, it's just next level.
And there's steel. I saw there's a little bit of steel up there sprinkled amongst the features.
Yeah, shout
out to Canoe, dude. They brought some little steel pieces and the whole big squad, and we got to mess around with that for a little bit, which was actually insane. People loved it. So we might be adding that in next year as well.
Yeah, I saw Masato got a piece like a boss.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Masato, Alex Kirkland, Sullivan, obviously, Brendan Sully.
Yeah.
We had Forrest Bailey in the mix. Like, also just I need to shout it out that like Pat Moore, Peter Line, Forrest Berkey were all in attendance. So we had some good. We got to see a sick Peter Line, like air to fakie on the hip. Massive, actually.
Fuck yeah.
The dogs showed up.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. We talked about best back lips earlier. I forgot to mention Brandon Sullivan and Forrest Bailey. They're in the running for best back lip ever.
Dude.
Sure,
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Who did you guys even talk about then without Sully in the combo?
Yeah, especially for Chris. You got a little beef, huh?
Oh, Sully? Yeah. Nothing but respect, brother. I could take one on the chin when I get flamed, dude. I'll take it on the chin. 100%.
All right. Well, thanks for checking in, y'all. I got to get back on the road here.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Safe travels.
Later, Max.
Thanks, Max. Later.
Trey. Spot out.
Peace. That was Max Warbington, ladies and gentlemen. Great chat.
Love it.
Brainbowl kicked ass. Yeah, Forrest Bailey and you gotta put Sully in for the running for best backward.
sure.
On the chain rail, the chain kink rail.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Triple OG.
Slept on.
Yeah, it is crazy that Max has been doing this for at least 6 years.
Yeah.
Because we talk about like, oh, all these pop-up events, but Max has been loyal to the pop-up.
And they used to do the QP camp out at Bachelor too.
That was
which
so
is
fun.
Also.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
Max
that
has
one was
been
kind of the best.
putting the team on his back for a bunch of years.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
feel like
sick.
it was like COVID when shit was starting. Like Brainbowl originally, I remember. Maybe it was a pre-COVID or no?
I mean, no, that'd be 6 years if this is the sixth one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then QP camp out was before then. Yeah.
Pre-COVID. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna get into heater clips. Let me pull up the jingle here.
Yeah, we got a jingle.
I think we got a jingle, don't we?
Definitely got a jingle on
It's in there somewhere.
We got a jingle of sorts. I don't think it's in the. It's not in the new sound machine.
That's so.
What are we on? Heater clips.
Heater clips. take it away, Katie.
Heater clips. Heater clips. They're the new clips of the week. All right. What do we got, Silk?
We got all sorts of stuff, man. Where do we want to start?
I don't know. You choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure. Okay.
Also, remember to talk. This is an audio. A lot of people listen to the show. They don't just watch it. So when we're watching the screen, we got to talk about what's on the screen.
Talk about what's on the screen.
Now
here.
I watch it, but I'm special case.
Return of
Tubes.
the tubes.
Yeah, this is the tube season.
Christian again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Christian.
Christian's so sick.
Yeah, he's beast.
Also, this looks just like a blast to hit these tubes. I don't
So
know.
how would you describe it? It's like a rainbow tube to up tube at the end.
It's like, it's like almost like dragoning like up, and then it kind of like rolls over into a rainbow and then up again.
For the people listening that can't hear, he does a 50-50 back three to front side underflip off the end.
For the people listening who
50-50.
can't hear, they're not hearing a whole lot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Bit of a dragon's back feature.
yeah. 50-50 back three to 50-50 under flip out.
Pretty fucked.
And he makes it look casual.
We also got a Mons on.
Oh, we got young Mons.
Is this a different tube or same tube?
It's a similar
I
setup.
think it's
Similar
probably
tube.
same
Similar
tube,
tube.
different configuration.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
teardrop. What we have on that is a 50 cork front three to 50-50. Royceland's always putting on Tubezilla.
Yeah, big tubezilla.
It's tube
That
season.
Board slide, or is that 50 in the front?
Looked like a 50 to me.
It might be a little. It could be a Smith
A
to.
little feeble to front three.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
Yeah, no, it's great. I like it.
All right, what else we got? Silky Delight.
Got
Oh,
a
this one's
Renee.
so raw.
Yeah.
This is just raw snowboarding in its purest form. Rene Renecongas. Back seven off of a spring roller and then hitting some sketchy gap jump front three.
Yeah, I didn't see that. This
I
is
haven't seen it
great.
either. The snow just looks like
Looks
that, like
perfect.
fast spring, like chundery.
Yeah,
Just like so sketchy.
all sun cupped and
Yeah.
bumpy.
Yeah, it kind of makes me feel bad for putting my boots away. I should get up there.
Dude, that time of year to have the motivation to go do that means you really love it. Because you know when you look around and there's dirt everywhere, like most of us are golfing. Let's be honest.
We got Kazu.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is a new clip or not, but Kazu blessed us with a front seven nose. Fucking love me a Kazu clip.
Goat.
I love when my algorithm just feeds me everything that's going on in Japan. And it's just like,
It's always a blessing.
yeah, well, it's either super sketchy or really proper. And I think that was fed to me, that Kazu clip.
I also like front. I feel like front seven nose is an underrated trick.
Oh,
It is sick.
Yeah.
I know you did one in the Torment promo, which was sick.
Yeah. His is right there was super nice though, all flipped out.
This is Irie Jefferson, double
Oh.
Todio 1080. I didn't know Irie was a beast like this on the jumps. Like, that was gnarly. I think he landed it, judging by the claim. We don't have a landing angle.
Yeah, a mystery, but we could only assume.
But
That looks like a fun hit.
You gotta be fired up to chuck that thing
The
over a hip like
Palisades?
that. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
holding it
yeah, yeah.
down for the late spring park, competing with Mammy.
And this last clip we have is, I believe his name's Chema, T-X-E-M-A. I think it's pronounced Chema.
Yeah, that's what we've been informed.
This kid came out of nowhere. I've never even heard him prior to these clips. I know he competes and everything, but certified weapon.
Yeah.
That first one was crazy.
It's almost like he can't fall.
Yeah, well said, Katie.
Yeah.
Like even the mistakes are beautiful tricks. Just
You're
the,
like, not going down.
that's it, I believe, right?
That's
heater clips.
it, yeah.
What do you get? What do
what
you
we
guys
got.
think? Are you happy with
Heater.
the selection?
Some heater
Yeah,
clips.
that's-
It's
I
still going.
Can't complain with a Kazoo clip. I love Kazoo.
I wish I was brave enough to ride in a T.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm too risky of a rider out there to.
Yeah, I'm definitely scraping up the arms.
Yeah, and then you get the tramp stamp of raspberry, like.
I'm tucking in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's from years of living on the edge and having scars. But it gets me hyped to like go snowboarding this summer, which is coming up soon, hopefully.
Where are you going?
Going to Copper and Hood. That's it.
Nice.
That's it. That's all that.
Sick.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Shout
Those are the
out.
2 spots.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I took last summer off of snowboarding, and
Focus on the surf.
Me too.
every other
Yeah.
year, I gotta clock in again. But
I take most summers off actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to second that.
yeah, I'm not. I gotta get my reps in.
Mhm.
It does feel different when you start the season with a couple of sessions already.
What are you wearing when it's 75 degrees in the summer if you're not wearing a tee? Are you sweating your ass off in a
Yeah.
hoodie?
Yep.
Not a hoodie, but like
Okay.
long sleeve,
Long
tucked
sleeve.
in,
Yeah, yeah.
gloves
That's
for sure. Not like puffy gloves,
Mhm.
but yeah,
Some reasonable gloves.
Yeah, yeah.
reasonable
Don't-
workwear
don't-
gloves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm wearing a 3-layer down jacket.
Yeah,
All right.
sweating.
All right, we're gonna keep things moving for product talk. We have a couple people with pro models in the show. Sam, I know Norm, you're riding Sam's pro model. Is it a T1? Tell us about
Yeah, it's,
the nitro board you're riding these days.
It's the new T1 that'll be out this fall for Nitro Snowboards. Shout out to Sammy Rouse for the art. We really miss you, brother. Much love. But yeah, it's just the new T1. It's going to be your rail killer, park killer, all around freestyle board. But yeah, super honored to have Sammy doing the artwork
That's
for it.
special.
Yeah.
That's really special. Hell yeah. Is it soft enough to jib, Norm?
Yes, I
There's a lot of hesitation here.
I've broken it in now. At first, I was like, I don't know, just because I used to ride Freddie Perry's board, which was like you could literally like just think about leaning back and the thing would like touch your head. It was awesome. But yeah, I've broken it in now and it's good. But I was like talking, I was like, I wish I was like a little softer to someone, and they were just like, what the fuck are you talking about? But-
Sam, what do you think about that?
I mean, you get in the air.
Well,
like,
but
I feel like if you were jumping on anything softer, it'd be too loose.
Well,
But that's
it's-
me.
It's
personally.
good. It's good now. I came into it being like it should be soft, like broken out, but then I just had to break it in, and now
There's
it's
probably softer models in the line,
Well,
I'd imagine.
Yeah, but
If you're
I mean,
looking for that.
the beauty of a board like that, though, is that for the consumer, you don't have to worry about getting another board. You know, it's going to
Well-
last you multiple winters, and I think that's also another thing that's just like most products should be good enough to withstand more than one season. You know, ideally. So
So you think people should buy it?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the board I have been riding and probably will continue to ride. 'Cause
Sick.
I enjoy
Seems like
it.
you're a little iffy about it.
No. I've broken it
from
in.
this.
You can press. I can press it. It's good.
This is like
It's
this
good.
is like
Pretzels,
somebody
though.
convincing themselves that they're in a good situation
Yeah.
when they know they're in a bad situation. I feel like.
I'm convinced. I'm down. I was pressing it all week.
Maybe it took a little while, but we got you there. you know?
Yeah. Well, I expect it to be like pressing out of the gate, which I didn't realize. You know, because I've only ever really ridden the Perry,
Well, don't
which is a
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Don't
And
you
then
want to
now-
be able to trust what you're leaning into? You know,
Yeah,
you want to
sure.
have some,
Yeah.
some support underneath the feet.
It's a good time. I've
You got to
been,
try
you
a little
know,
bit
Yeah.
to press.
Yeah.
It's nice when you have to give it effort.
Got to get you ripping some squats or
That's what I'm
something.
saying. I've been expanding my what I ride too, so this is
Yeah.
nice for that.
You feel? Do you guys feel like you can tell if someone's pressing like a cambered board versus a reverse cambered board? Like, you almost can see the difference in like
Yeah, you
how
can see
the
how
press
far they're
looks.
and how far they're leaned forward with
Yeah.
the press. Like
Yeah.
your board, you can tell you've always ridden stiffer boards because you dive into your presses.
Yeah, you gotta kind of work for it a bit.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember there's that Signal used to have these boards that people, it was like crazy rocker where like you'd be doing a 50-50, but it was like a nose press and a tail press at the same time.
Tip and tail are slapping. Like, did you tap your tail and your nose?
Sidebar. Norm, what do you do at the gym when you go? Because they mentioned you need to do some more squats.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Why don't you tell us your latest workout?
I was at the gym yesterday. Well, okay. I usually.
Backstory.
That's not the question.
Yeah. All right. Fine. I was at the gym yesterday and I put the treadmill on a relative incline and I read my book and walked.
What does relative mean?
Yeah.
Again,
Relative to what?
like a 7.
Okay.
7's nice.
7.
Nice.
That's nice.
I read.
What's the speed, or is it like a brisk walk?
Yeah, it's like a brisk walk on a 7 incline, and I was reading Big Little Lies. So
Are you listening to any music?
Nice.
no, I'm just reading.
No headphones on, Jim. Just reading.
Raw.
Wow.
I guess the trick to speed walking is you pretend there's a penny in your butt and you're squeezing it together.
Really?
Sorry?
Pinch the penny. Pinch the penny. Pinch the penny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just wanted to add that.
You're not pinching the penny hard enough.
I don't think I was zoned out there for a second.
I just want to add that to
I was
your
wondering if somebody
regimen,
had asked
Norm.
that or just volunteered.
Do you get just curious, like when you go to the gym, public gym, there's definitely meatheads that are just, tank top, heavy lifting, alpha.
Zach Hale.
Yeah.
It's basically Zach Hale.
Going crazy. In a
Yes.
good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're kind of like alpha dogging them when you're walking and reading a book at the gym?
Well, the good thing about EOS, the gym I go to is 3 floors. Top floor is like, some sort of weights. Bottom floor is some sort of weights. Middle floor is like kind of just like a row of treadmills. So it's nice. But I definitely will walk from up through the top floor with the book tucked under my.
He hides the book.
Yeah, book under the arm, penny under the cheek.
Yeah.
You should just
cheeks,
flex
there you
on
go.
people with a dictionary next time or something. Just reading the dictionary.
Thesaurus on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Incredible. I mean, I saw a study that they said that the most attractive hobby for all men is for women in regards to men is reading. So some potential peacocking happening there. I don't know. You getting any women kind of showing interest when you're at the gym? Or?
No.
You're kind of gym maxing with the book.
Well,
Yeah.
You work out max with
yeah, I
some
don't know.
literature on the
it's
side.
hard. It's hard to read in public now. When I feel like the performative man has ruined that, and there's always suspicion now that.
So this
being
is the thing.
Just
People
reading it
go.
for
You're talking
attention,
about performative man. You're talking about people going to a park and posing to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
thing.
I assume they're actually reading, but they're doing it because of like the aesthetic and like how they're being perceived, not because they're like actually into books.
That is
You know what I mean?
People probably just
Whatever
have.
gets more men reading, whatever.
There you go.
You think anyone's gone as far as like cutting an insert for their phone into the book?
Almost definitely.
Yeah.
Just scroll.
Almost definitely.
Have the book open.
That's a smart play.
Yeah.
That's a smart play. All right, we're still in product talk somehow. Katie, let's talk about your pro model. What's going on with it?
Yeah, over here we have the 2-time. It is my like park focus board. So I'm actually trying to make a more powder specific snowboard, which is basically just a bigger version of my park board. But this is coming out next year, this graphic. It's just like a camber snowboard, pretty kind of stiff, a bit softer than maybe like what I want my powder board to be. But Desiree Melanson did the art this year, and that's me and her wrestling to get things done with the time clock there. And yeah, I'm super hyped. The first couple years that they let me do the graphics, I kind of took it upon myself, and they're rubbish compared to Desiree's work. So, but yeah, it's really like a reliable go-to everything snowboard. It's super fun. Obviously, there's a little bit of magnet traction in there for lib tech people. So yeah, you kind of a cheat code in some ways. And yeah, I'm super excited to ride it again at my summer snowboard camps.
Oh yeah. You think Norm would like it?
I do think he would like it. Yeah.
You think you could press?
I think he could. The penny's being pinched for a couple more weeks.
Pinch the penny. Pinch the penny.
I have been testing a snowboard, like a bunch of different snowboards, which I haven't done in a while. And one of them had a little bit of like rocker around the feet, and the pressing felt way different. And I prefer just the camber snowboard. I've come back full circle again and again. So
you guys are both OG camber.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hell
it's fun it was fun to like ride the other boards, but like as soon as I wanted to like actually do a trick well, or like I just wanted the camber snowboard again. So, but yeah, the lib line has something for everybody. But I was like, what does Travis Rice ride? And then I'm like, I'm not Travis Rice.
You ever ridden the Orca? It's our best selling board.
Yeah, never ridden the Orca, but had them make one that was kind of similar. And that's probably not going to be what I go with. No offense.
Sam, could you sell us on an OG camber?
An OG camber board is essential for stability and responsiveness, I would say. So if you're looking to kind of push your riding in more of a freestyle direction, I'd say it's going to be helpful in a lot of reasons, in that you're going to have something to kind of put your weight against and not feel like it's just going to give out on you. And when you want it to perform left or right or have more torsional flex, things like that, I think it's just going to be a more responsive board.
If we could lean into this whole product talk segment, maybe explaining what camber is to the layman.
Camber is kind of the way that you would, if you flipped a banana upside down.
Great analogy.
And you're standing on the banana reversed. So the concave lifts off the snow rather than the concave pushing against the snow. So it creates more of it has a little bit of like a rubber band effect when you push against it. So when you go to pop, it's going to have more snap. Whereas reverse camber is going to do the opposite effect. It's going to feel more mushy and soft. Probably easier to figure out how to turn a board that's reverse camber for the beginners. Easier to press. And easy, like a little more float in the POW, I guess. But traditional camber is going to be more responsive and more of an aggressive ride.
Sam.
Yeah, you actually kind of crushed that.
Jesus.
Nice.
Very
nice
articulate.
Work. Yeah, painted a very vivid picture.
Yeah, the banana is a great analogy.
Mm-hmm.
And you ride a lot of half pipe. You ain't catching half pipe riders on reverse camber. They're all.
Yeah, I don't think too many do. If not, I would bet that nobody does.
Yep.
But yeah.
Incredible. All right, folks. That's product talk.
Yeah.
We learned that Norm is pretty iffy about Sam's
that
board.
Norm is not so sure.
I'm sold. I'm down.
All right, let's get into some Patreon questions. Shout out to our Patreon members. Forgot to upload the jingle. In regards to myself.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We do have a jingle.
Patreons.
No, I just played Homies Cooked.
Yeah, Homies Cooked.
Yep.
Thank you, Katie, for that.
Yep. Oh, you want to do this jingle? Do the jingle.
Thank you, Patreons. Boom.
Hell yeah. Perfect. Nice.
Nope, just me. Okay.
Yeah, just you. All right, it's from Filmer D. I mostly want to know how hard the panel is hitting the granola this offseason. Do the panelists, Chris included, have any extreme passions like skydiving, base jumping, windsurfing, or rock climbing? In parentheses, non-skateboarding related answers are encouraged. Katie, what do you like to do in the offseason?
I like to put weights in my backpack.
Yeah, you
and hike.
Someone's interest over here.
No, I really just like to get into routine, and in my routine is cooking food and working a bit and working out and trying to do as much outdoor activity as possible. And sometimes that's skateboarding, but I like biking and hiking and running, but not more than 3 miles. Yeah, maybe some arts and crafts. I know that's on an out, like a skydiving.
Kind of leading into extreme.
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm not, I realize I'm not, I don't like love speed unless I'm on my snowboard. I'm not like a speed junkie. Even when I'm going downhill on my bike, I'm like holding the brakes. So yeah, I wish I was more like, into moto or something.
You got a lot of hobbies.
Yeah, I have a lot of hobbies.
Yeah.
How's the kickflip looking these days?
Pretty good. Still rolls across the ground.
But we're making them.
Making them. Crop dusting's all right. As long as you
we
land
take
back
what
on
we
the
can
tape.
get, Katie. We take what we can get.
Yeah, skateboarding's for sure. Like, I really like doing that because I'm pretty bad at it. So it gives me, it reminds me you got to work hard at things to get the trick sometimes.
Oh yeah. Norm, you got any extreme hobbies?
Incline walk.
Reading on the treadmill.
Yeah. I'm similar to Katie. I'm not really like, I don't really like going fast on things, or I don't know. Even when I snowboard, I feel like I'm very like not into the extreme stuff. But I don't know, skating mostly. I know the question said besides skating, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't spend most of my summer skating, and then just like being outside and
Reading on the treadmill.
reading on the treadmill. Yeah, sure.
We're soft over here. Soft group.
Ordering
Sammy?
For me, just riding a bicycle, hiking, spending time outside.
Suffering on the bicycle.
Yeah, that's good. It's good for you.
Yeah.
You rid yourself of the anxiety. Any anxieties or stresses in life, you just go
Empty yourself.
just go fight some demons on the bike. No, I don't know. Yeah.
We ever think about hitting like a loaded jaw or one of those beast rides?
Yeah, I should. I need to, I kind of didn't spend much time on the bicycle last year. I was more just in the gym. But now I'm kind of back to the bike and also gym. But, yep.
Yeah, you jam up to the mountains, right? You ride those sketchy, windy roads. And
yeah, super fun.
Is that fun, really?
Yeah.
I always drive past those guys. I'm like,
that doesn't look fun when I drive by them.
Yeah.
How is it fun?
I would say the
Sell me
best
out.
part about it is just feeling like the amount of you can just
Feeling like you
cover
wanna
like
die.
a good amount of ground. It's kind
You
of like
could
when
do
you
it
go
in a
split
car,
boarding.
too.
Like, oh
Cover a lot
fuck,
of
today's
ground.
gonna be a big mission, and it's kind of daunting before you go, but then once you get out there, it's always a good time. Even though the uphill is usually brutal, but just the sense of accomplishment, like covering a bunch of ground, I think is really rad.
I bet when you get home, that's the thing too. I always think about getting home. How do you feel? Or when you get back into your car, how do you feel?
I think that's probably like the motivation is because you
100%.
have some sense of accomplishment afterwards. But
I choose golf, and then I'm just
Yeah, how
pissed
you
off.
feeling when
Like
you
I
get home?
basically just get in the car. I'm like, God damn it!
I'm the same with
So
golf.
pissed off.
I maybe have the worst swing in the snowboard industry by far.
Yeah.
I would say.
We should hit up
Yeah.
Bryn and get that one that you.
Yeah,
like,
she's
toe hook.
got the edit whipped up. I'm sure she could supply us with it, but we'll spare
I'm
the
gonna text you about
viewers.
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna need that.
Yeah,
Kid's gonna work on his golf game this year, though.
yeah.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, we got some more questions here for Patreon. Forgot I
Yeah,
was
should we do
hosting
more
the
than
show.
just one? Yeah.
Yep. Norm, this is from Benny Pellegrino.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm gonna skip that one because we covered
Sorry,
it.
Benny.
Still Benny Pellegrino. Katie, now that Jill has abandoned us here in Salt Lake City, left you high and dry in Utah, who's your go-to squad on any given winter Salt Lake day of shredding?
Good question. Because, I've been struggling with who to ride with now that Jill's gone. But the cool thing about Salt Lake, and I do it, especially when I'm going to like Woody's or something, is I'll just like roll up alone and get to like ride with all these different crews, all these younger people. And that's always like I always have a really good time doing that. You're not like tied to anybody. You're like, oh, sick. I'm going to go ride with them now. I ride with Egan Wint quite a bit. So I would say I'm going to go like build something at Brighton, usually hit up Egan. And that's Salt Lake. There's so many homies. So really, I don't really think about it that much. And that's why I like it here.
Hell yeah. Next one's from Cake Pound Crew. This one's for everybody. If there is one thing that you could be the best in the world at, other than snowboarding, which I don't think, no offense, but I don't think any of us are the best in the world at snowboarding in this room. But anyway, What would it be? Thank you. I'll jump in there because I admire musicians. Like I can't really. I'm learning to play the drums, getting better, but when people can just shred music, like whether it's their voice or with an instrument, I admire musicians. So that's my answer.
That's a good answer.
Being a rock star, also, like I was just at Kilby Court. You look and just like the way the crowd moves, and just to be able to like bring that many people that much joy, it's fucking awesome.
I can't believe you're learning drums. Is your family okay with that?
My wife got me.
Big asterisk here.
She got me an electric drum set, so I
Okay.
play with
Okay.
headphones
Relatively
after
silent.
Chip goes to sleep. So actually, it's really quiet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
There we go.
I think for me, cooking would be my peak.
That's
because I'm
such a
such
good
a
answer.
such a bad cook. I need to broaden my culinary horizons.
I think musician's a good one. But I like it would be cool to be like a movie director or somebody that like writes really well for TV. I don't think I want to be like the best like TV star, but like I just think it's cool like the group of writers that come up with like all these TV shows and movies and that would be cool to be the best director of sorts.
That is a great answer, Norm.
I'd like to be able to just like, I don't know if there's like a best at this, but just like if this is just more of like any other added skill, I'd like to be able to just speak languages, bunch of languages, traveling around all this year made me realize like, damn, like be sick if I could talk to everyone, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
These are all pretty humble answers. Like if you think about it, you could be like a pro football player, pro
Yeah.
surfer.
Mine is
like-
like the best
your-
like sports bettor or something.
Oh, best sports bettor.
Just something that would be really easy and make a bunch of money.
like a very lucrative
Yeah.
trait. Yeah.
That's-
I mean,
that's
you could
what I'm
pick like
thinking.
financial advisor, but I like the sports
Yeah,
gambling
that
as a
seems-
more
yeah,
exciting.
I don't want to
route.
be like advising anybody. No meetings.
Dixon, what you got? I'm curious.
I was gonna say languages, but I think maybe
Can't-
just
no, I can't.
maybe just soccer. I guess.
Soccer?
Yeah, they make a lot of money,
Yep.
and I could still be in shape. a
Of all
decent
the
bit.
sports, soccer though.
I mean, they make the most money as far as I know. Why not?
What team?
I have no idea. I don't watch. I don't care about soccer. They make good money. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
Media corner is kind of money motivated over here.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
I think being a pro surfer would be sick.
Yeah.
You just go to warm places, bag fucking peelers.
Yeah. That's
Kidding me?
Bag
Yo,
fucking
bag some
yeah.
peelers.
I'm really looking to bag some fucking
Me when
peelers.
I'm getting bananas. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. This is from Lemmy GBP. Shout out Lemmy. Shout out GBP. Shout out Gremlins. Shout out the movie Rutland. All right. Spot question. Battle with a friend or spot to yourself? Seems like spots for each rider instead of shared session at the spot is trending in notable videos. I'm going to go ahead and let you take this one, Norm. What do you think about everybody that goes on a trip? For the listeners, it's like if you're watching a video or you go on a trip, basically it'll be like, okay, today's Sam's spot. Sam's the only one hitting this. Tomorrow's Norm's spot. The next day's Katie's spot. And it's like one rider per spot as opposed to everybody getting busy on the spot.
As a viewer of videos, I hate seeing more than one person hit a spot. As a rider, I don't like hitting a spot with anyone else.
Why?
Just because I feel like as a viewer, I just want to like, I don't know. Sometimes it does work. Like if the spot is correct for it and it makes sense, like, yeah. Because like, there are exceptions. But it's just like fun to see everyone like find their own thing that like fits them the best. And then as a rider, it's just like, I don't know, hitting a spot's like such a process in terms of like getting in the right headspace, whatever. And it's like, especially if you're hitting it with like more than just two of you, like if there's three of you and you end up having to like wait, and it's like, all right, like I'm not getting into the flow I would like to get into to, hit this.
Sammy?
I think to your point, Norm, I think having multiple people hitting the same spot can be frustrating as far as like filmer and photographer shooting it because they have to swap back and forth for each trick, kind of. So there's just no flow. So I'd say as far as like aesthetic wise, it's really nice when everyone's doing their own shit. But personally, just give us a OG session, you know, like family style on some shit. Like let everyone have a piece.
Olive Garden.
Like,
when you hear your family.
That's what I'm saying.
And
There
so
are
everybody-
exceptions.
it's nice
Well
when
said,
you
Chris.
come across like just a played spot and everyone's just like, yeah, fuck it, let's just everyone do anything. You know,
Unlimited
like,
free bread.
Well, that's like the exception would be
Unlimited
like
breadsticks.
down bar.
Yeah.
Like down bar, fair game.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, the rules are changing now for
no,
you, Norm.
well, I was saying
Or if
I
it's
was
like
saying
a-
exception. There
like
are, there are
a
exceptions
gap
to
to
the rule.
rail, like
Let him
something
cook. He's
something
cooking.
that's like kind of more just run of the mill, simple kind of spot. But yeah, I would say as far as like keeping the video interesting and keeping people's like, I don't know, you want that little surprise or that moment. You're like, oh, where the fuck is that? Like, how do you find that spot? But snowboarding's gotten to this point though, where it is like the thrill of the chase for like the grail spot, which is, I'm more of a crumb snatcher myself. But
Yeah.
yeah.
When
Sam-
I like build jumps more recently than, you know, drive around the city looking for unique rails. So that's like your sessioning. Everyone helps in on building it, and then you get to hit it. So yeah, I just like snowboarding as much as I can. So I kind of gravitate away from days of not strapping in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's just I'm not really invited on VG trips like Norm.
Yeah, but think about when it's everybody's partying. Remember we built that step down, sunshine step down? And
Yeah.
I was like, built it. You rolled up. I'm like, Katie, you want to hit this? You did the dopest switchback one. That's
Yeah.
good living.
Yeah, I think
Everybody eats.
There's different days for different things, and you have to do both, I think, to get better. Like some days you're like, I'm just gonna go support, learn, watch, whatever, and then other days you're like, everyone come, we're all gonna hit it.
Yeah, there's just certain features that cater to a session, like a jump, a down rail, things like that, where it's like kind of a shoe-in session. But then riding a cliff or like a pillow or a natural feature is typically one person, and then the unique street spot is typically one person. So yeah, it's try and get as much of both as you can. But
All right, Savannah Shinsky wants to know, where does the nickname Norm come from?
That was back when I was in like 9th grade, I think. I think living with Savannah at the time in Vermont. Basically just, yeah, I don't know. Someone at the like house we were living in said I looked like a Norm, and then the next day everyone was calling me Norm, and it's been about like 10, 12 years.
Does anybody here know Norm's real name besides me?
I do not.
don't-
I
don't
do not.
remember.
I do,
Oh.
but
You did- yeah.
Sorry, Norm.
It's, no, it's all right. Like no one.
I don't know your first or last name.
It's all right. I mean, the only people really who call me, like Alex, are my parents.
Alexander.
Or no one really calls me Alexander besides Dylan Okarowski will call me Alexander. Like I'll call him and he'll pick up the phone and be like, Alexander. I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, my parents and then like my grandparents, my sibling, like my family will call me Alex, but that's pretty much it.
All right, next question is from Deadlung. Sam, did you get a mom tattoo yet? She would love it if you did.
Sorry, Mom. No mom tattoo yet. Sorry, Deadline.
All right, next question is from Bat Out of Hell. Best and worst music trends over the years. Best trends, I like I'm going to go old guy nostalgia. Fucking here we go, buddy. Like, shut the fuck up. Sorry for my answer, but I love like the early Mac Dog. There's like so much like punk rock and like really like nuanced metal songs and I don't know. Shit that got you fired up. It's like kind of more upbeat, a little bit more.
yeah, I like songs that I would listen to if snowboarding wasn't involved as well. Like, I feel like the trend of like kind of shittier music is kind of, or maybe not shittier, but maybe not like polished or professional sounding. is kind of in, and like I'm not like, oh, what's that song? I'm gonna listen to it again. So I like when there's music and you're like, this is good. Regardless of what's going on.
Regardless of the genre or the snowboarding. I like that. Norm, I know you got it. You're ready to tee off here.
No, I'm probably gonna give you another unsatisfying answer, but I feel like trends are like maybe. I think it depends on the person. Like a trend isn't like a set trend. Like people are like, oh, rap's out. Like don't use rap, and then you see Bobby in Head Underwater, and it's like, oh, like yeah, that works for Bobby. Like sick.
Bobby Bowder Bag.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like Bobby bitch, and it's like, all right, that works for you. Like I'm down. Like I maybe we'll mostly agree that like I rap's out, but like sick, it works for you. So it's like I think it just depends on the person.
I like the Buster 2 soundtrack.
Yeah.
Even though there's some reuses in there. What do you got?
I think this question has just been beat to death.
Yeah.
To be
Well said.
like completely
Well,
honest.
once Chris
like,
gets good at the
how
drums.
many fucking times have you gone over this one? But yeah, I don't know. Just people get sucked down the same kind of trend rabbit holes, and the people that are making the videos sometimes maybe don't even realize that it's just like almost second nature or something for, I don't know. And obviously people are hyped on whatever they're hyped on. So go for it. But
do whatever you want.
obviously everyone can have their own outside opinion on it, I guess. And yeah.
You guys remember the storming? It was like a lot of dubstep.
Oh, geez. Screen was like shaking and shit. Torstein's doing a quad.
I thought of Torstein immediately.
Yeah.
Womp, 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 womp. We got to get back to that.
Yeah. I like
Halcyon.
Yeah.
Sage's project. That was a little bit one of my, not my favorite soundtrack I've ever heard. Oh, yeah. We got to get back to that. Oh, that was Flamin' Sage. Sage, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Sage. I would just say of all the projects that he's done, that was maybe the one that didn't have my favorite soundtrack.
Some like deep house vibes.
Yeah. Maybe I just missed the mark on it. We need to get back to the storming. We need to get back to the storming. All right. We fucking got on long enough with this show. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sam, did you have fun?
Yeah, I had a great time. Thanks for having us.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks
fun, Katie?
thanks for the Wednesday coffee.
Easy. Norm?
Yeah, no, that was a blast. I think it went well.
Dixie, did you have a favorite part of the show?
I mean, probably the call with Halldor.
Yeah.
This is a blast.
That's my answer too. I thought of it first.
Yeah,
Well,
I actually liked
said it first.
But
Norm's
I've been thinking about it for a while. Though.
uncertainty about Sam's board, even though he's trying to hide
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was
If there's
fun
a way we
for
could
me.
bring that up again, that would,
Actually,
be
my
ideal.
favorite part of the show, Sam explaining camber.
That's good.
It was really
That was good.
articulate.
From start to finish, Sam was very articulate.
I mean, he annihilated you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could change yours to penny pinching. if you
Yeah,
want.
penny. I'd like to take penny pitching as my favorite moment of the show. Yeah,
I'd like to highlight, actually, before we completely wrap the show up.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I was going to talk about Dixon. Well, Dixon got Employee of the Month this month,
Yeah,
which is big.
for reasons we can't talk about.
Which is, we can't discuss it on air. But what we can discuss is your recent Burton Chill tournament. You went and shot some photos.
This is a great end cap. For
Yeah.
the show.
And why don't you kind of walk us through your experience shooting photos for the Burton Chill tournament?
Yeah, it was my first time taking pictures for a golf tournament. It was up at Wasatch here in Utah, which I'd never been there before, but it was very pretty, very nice. So I would spend a hole with the group and then jump ahead to the next hole just to, go see everybody and take pictures of everyone. Got to 18, so I was like, all right, I'll jump ahead to the first hole. Went to the first hole, started taking pictures, and then didn't really recognize anybody after a while. And it turns out at Wasatch, there's 2 different 18-hole courses that make up where you play. So for probably 30 minutes, I was taking pictures of just random strangers on the other golf course the whole time. I rocked up on a wedding party who were super nice, and they're like, yeah, this guy's getting married this weekend. And I was like, I thought he was here for the chill event, but he was also getting married, but he was just only getting married. And I was like, sick. But yeah, I didn't recognize anybody for a while. So then I got back eventually, but yeah, I spent about 30 minutes on the wrong course, just taking pictures of strangers. So
That's a win. That's a win. Celebrating the Monday morning meeting. All right, who's going to take us out of the show?
Should we have Sam do it? Kind of been on a roll
yeah,
all episode.
Sam's lead.
No pressure.
Here we are for another group chat. Thanks for having us, Bombhole. Shout out to all the sponsors, Patreon members, and all the kind folks here behind the scenes that you don't get to see all the time.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
Sam!